last one in this set, and then you get to hear Mary. I gotta hold this up here, don't I? The last one is a story from my own life. I told it for a number of years, giving it somebody else's name. And a storyteller I know looked at me and said, "Oh, it is you." So this time, this is the first time I'll tell it as me. The title is Me and B's Son. When I was a little girl, my favorite place was the kitchen. Oh, there were things to see in the kitchen. You know, when I was really little, you could see the Iceman come. Really. He had a piece of canvas on his shoulder and big, enormous tongs and this great big piece of ice he struggled up the back steps with. Well, he left after a while and we got a regular refrigerator. But there were other things in the kitchen. I made biscuits with a fruit jar. And I watched chicken going into the big, big, heavy iron pot, too heavy for me. But most of all, the kitchen was where B was. B and I had secrets. She told me things she wouldn't tell my mother. Like the fact that she had drunk the vanilla. She said it really tasted awful. And we did things together and we talked. I knew about where the grocery money was hidden under the newspaper in the second drawer in the pantry. B was mine. And she always would approve of me. I loved her. Well, this one day, this special day, I was going to iron my first shirt. No. Mr. Carter's shirts take no starch. I had heard it 100 times. And there they were already in the laundry basket, all folded and sprinkled. You sprinkled and then you waited an hour. I was sitting on the box. I was standing on the box that she had put for me, and there was newspaper on the floor so I shouldn't drag anything. And it was as if the whole kitchen was watching. There were the cabinets with the sun striking the glass. The stove over there, and the sink over there, and B and back. Oh, she wouldn't tell me not to burn myself. I knew she wouldn't. We understood each other. Well, now, I took the shirt. I knew the steps. First you did the placket, and then you did the collar. And the iron felt strangely heavy. But I was ironing, and you put the point so it didn't make those puckers, and I was ironing. You're not doing it right. That boy. I didn't even know he was in the room. I'd forgotten about it. And I was pulling myself together to answer when a voice came over my shoulder. "Alonzo, don't you talk about what you don't know." Lonnie really got it. B gave it to him good. But it didn't sound like B's voice. I didn't want to iron anymore. I went out to the pantry and into the dining room that was already set for dinner, and I thought, I'll tell Daddy about the ironing. No, not Daddy. I'll tell Mommy. If Mommy's home from the office, I'll tell her. And I went looking, and years passed. I had children of my own. I sat in a very different kitchen. Dishwasher, sink, all in docile alignment. My mother and I having coffee in the exquisite reprieve of a toddler's nap time. And the conversation moved back and forth between us, more for the pleasure of having each other's company than for anything that was said. And then suddenly, "Oh, honey," she said, Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't tell you. It seems there was a fight, and Lonnie knifed up his German wife very badly, and he's in the stockade for a long time. I'm so sorry for B. I found myself looking down in my mug at the film forming on the top of my coffee. Oh, Lonnie, I thought, oh, Lonnie, it wasn't that German woman who took your mother away from you. It was me.